The City of Austell recently hosted the first Youth Conservation Field Day at Terrell Garden and Educational Center. This event was in conjunction with several government agencies, including the Cobb Soil and Water Conservation District, Natural Resources Conservation Service, Georgia Forestry Commission, Keep Cobb Beautiful, a local Lowe's, and many other supporting agencies. Here's Alan Bowling with more.
Today we've invited 125 4th and 5th graders from Austell, City of Austell Elementary School to do a series of stations. We have 7 different stations, all of them looking at different aspects of water, agriculture, farming, gardening, and natural resources. And we have different volunteers that are leading those stations from all over the local level, Cobb County, city, state, and federal level. Originally, this property was owned by a local family, been in the family for many, many years, and behind me here there was the family house. 2009, actually 4 years ago last week, we had a 500-year plus rain event, 24 inches in 24 hours, and we ended up with about 18 feet of water where I'm standing. Moved the house off the foundation, destroyed that. Through that process, the City of Austell ended up using some local funds to purchase this land, as it was obviously in the floodplain. And over the last year, we've kind of worked together on the city level, the county level, and state and federal level, and have created a community garden to allow local residents to rent plots and to grow their own vegetables. We just over here, we just basically installed a greenhouse. It's called a hoop house. It's a structure that's designed to allow people to garden year round. I'm very appreciative to all the volunteer hours that have come through. It's neat to see a community just come together and take a property that was basically devastated and build it up to something that the locals, the neighbors, the city is all very proud of. We have a website. It's cobbswcd.org, and we post any projects we're working on or any trainings that we have, and we just try to keep that up to date through that avenue.
Really, we've put about a year's time into building this community garden and educational center, and this is exactly why we built it, so that the students could come, be educated, the citizens could come and be educated just the same. And so we're putting on an event today that hosts a number of stations from departments around the state, like the Forestry Department, Georgia Soil and Water, and many others, where they're actually hands-on with these students, teaching them. We kind of think that they're going to accomplish more in just a couple of hours here than they could in a couple of weeks in the classroom. So this property here was affected greatly back in 2009 by the floods that came through here, and actually every bit of this property here where the community garden and education center sits was underwater during that flood. Since then, we've had properties donated to us, such as the one here where we have the community garden setting, and we were trying to find a good plan for these areas that we basically inherited after the flood. The community garden and education center was one of the best things we could find, really to take this land that really we couldn't use for anything else and make a benefit out of it. Well, we're just delighted that this is happening today. This is kind of a step towards other things that we want to do here in the future. Hopefully we can make this an annual event and bring in many of the Cobb County schools to do hands-on learning here, get their hands in the dirt, learn about where their vegetables come from, how to plant, and some of the wildlife that's around us and how we benefit from those things. Well, you could go to austellga.gov to get more information. We have a page there for our community garden and some of the things that you can come down here and partake in.